All right, everybody, welcome to one more session. In this particular session, we will discuss about a command called as systemctl. Now, systemctl is a command line tool used in the Linux distributions that implement the or to start any service on a system. Like for example, on Windows, if you want to start any services, you right click on the service, you will have an option like start, stop, restart, etc. Right? But in Linux, you don't have anything UI like that. Then how will you start it? By using this command called as systemctl. By using that, you can either start, stop, enable, disable, or check the status of the service. Now, the different commands that we have for the systemctl, it would be systemctl start and give the name of the service. If you want to stop it, it would be systemctl stop and the name of the service. If you want to enable it, systemctl enable and the service name, systemctl restart and the service name, and systemctl disable and the name of the service. Okay, let me go to my terminal. Let us run these services and let's check. Let me log into my server. Okay, now let's say if I want to know about this syntax called as systemctl, we can use man systemctl and enter. Now it is showing me the options how we can use the this particular syntax called as systemctl. Okay, you can see all the options here. And exited out of the man pages. Now, let's say the first command I want to use. Let me run this as a sudo user. That means as a root user. Let's say sudo. Let's say I want to start a service like something called as Nginx. Okay. Sudo system ctl start. Okay, it is saying there is no service found. Let us first install sudo apt install. So this is one of the service. I have installed this service. So now once this service is installed, we can either start, stop, check the status, etc. Okay, this service is installed now. Okay, now the syntax sudo systemctl start nginx. Okay, now the service is started. Now how can I see whether the service is started or not? I can use the syntax systemctl instead of start status and the name of the service. Now if you see, the service is active and it is running. Now let's say the system rebooted. Will this service will be running or do we need to start it again? We have to start it again. But if I want this service to keep on running irrespective of reboots, then we have to enable this service. How do we enable this? Systemctl. Now we can use something called as enable the service and enter. Now if you see, this service is enabled. So even the system reboots, the service will be up and running. That is the use of enable. Now if I have to disable this service, how do I disable it? Systemctl disable and the name of the service. Now let's see the status. You see the status, even it is disabled also, it is up and running. Okay. Now let's stop the service. Service systemctl stop nginx. Now let's see the status. Okay, service is stopped. It is getting stopped. Okay, now the service is disabled and the service is stopped. Okay, that is how we can use the command systemctl to start and stop the services on Linux. Okay, so it will be start, stop, enable, restart, and disable with systemctl. All right, that's all I have for this session, guys. See you guys in the next session. Take care.